Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter is a shooting game released for PlayStation 4 and PC in 2017. It takes place in the Onechanbara universe at a private school that becomes infested with zombies. The story revolves around 5 students: Sayuri, Risa, Mayaya, Enemy, and Rei. They are the sole survivors and have to fight for survival while also learning about the cause of the zombie infection. From the name and the look of the game, I was expecting it to be similar to Lollipop Chainsaw and was pretty stoked to play it. Unfortunately, it was lacking everywhere. The gameplay takes some getting used to, the aiming is hard to be accurate with, but after playing for a while, you do get used to it. The biggest problem with gameplay is how easy it is to get lost and/or stuck, and how many zombies appear at once. Even if you kill off all the zombies around you, more will appear within seconds, and it often feels like a waste of time to bother trying to take them down. All of the missions are timed, which makes sense for some, but not all. They range from either 3 minutes to 10 minutes, and it gets frustrating when you're trying to figure out how to get to your destination or looking for key items. There were times where I failed a mission due to time running out because I couldn't figure out where I was supposed to go. There are about 3 stages that get reused constantly: the interior of the school that looks like a mall, the outside of the school, and the secret facility. Even if you learn the layout of each area, certain parts will be blocked off for different missions, so it doesn't matter if you know where to go. The 5 girls apparently have different strengths and weaknesses, but I didn't really notice any differences between them. I tended to use Mayaya the most if I had a choice due to her being able to sense where checkpoints and collectibles were hidden. Each girl can be leveled up based on how often you use them and how you rank on each mission. You can also customize their appearances, changing their hair color, clothes, shoes, etc. There aren't a ton of options, but they're not too bad. When you're fighting, you have a large amount of items to use. Each girl can equip up to 5 different guns and has a melee attack. You start out the missions with some items at your disposal: rations to heal yourself, the wire trap, and an AED. Unfortunately, there's no real way to obtain more items after you start a stage. Sometimes a zombie will randomly drop something, but it's very rare. You can also get the underwear trap to use against the zombies. The way this works is that there's a timer on how long each girl has worn their underwear for. After a certain amount of time, you can have them take a shower and change their underwear. The old dirty underwear is then used to distract zombies. It's kind of gross when you think about it. You can also have them strip during battle, and their clothes will also distract zombies for a bit of time. There are multiple types of zombies that you'll encounter, and are manageable when you have the controls down. The ones that aggravate me the most are the ones that explode when you defeat them, since you have a very small time frame to get away from them and often get caught in the explosion. It's very easy to get overwhelmed by zombies coming from every angle and not being able to recover before getting attacked again. The bosses were ridiculous and frustrating as well. I can't decide which has worse gameplay, Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter or Bullet Witch. The story doesn't save the terrible gameplay either. It's a very generic zombie outbreak plot that mostly focuses on the friendships between the girls and their personal growth rather than the origins of the outbreak. It's kind of like Blue Reflection, except not interesting. The ending was also abrupt and really didn't explain much. I got very bored during cutscenes because a lot of the dialogue was boring, and even the final cutscenes didn't really interest me. There is a multiplayer mode that I would be interested in trying out if anyone I knew had this game and/or could get it for super cheap. It's $40 right now on Steam. I beat the main story in about 8 hours, then went back to replay missions to get as much playtime in as I could. My 5-year-old was able to beat some of the missions on his own and had fun doing it, so I guess it's not all bad. All in all, I would not recommend this game unless you could get it for like $5 or cheaper. It is not worth $40. I got it for full price. I took one for the team to tell you not to play this. I suffered for 10 hours to learn as much about this game as I could for a good review. I was expecting Lollipop Chainsaw and just got disappointment. This game is not fun. It is frustrating, and just when I thought it was going to be done, more stages popped up. I didn't even bother doing the exploration side quest because I knew all it would do is anger me. I'm trying to think of what else to say, but it's all basically the same at this point. I don't like this game, it wasn't fun, the end. Thank you for watching the video. Leave a like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more content, leave a comment if you played this game or Lollipop Chainsaw. Which one is your favorite? Mine's Lollipop Chainsaw. Thank you to my patrons on Patreon for patronizing me. It means a lot that people want to help me out. I also have Redbubble, I have a game I'm working on, I have a Whatnot that I do live streams on, I have a lot of stuff going on, so check that out if you want, and thank you for watching.